a 2017 BMW i8 that strikes a balance between sporty accomplishment and high-pitched energy efficiency, shaping it most varied than similarly priced adversaries like the Audi R8 and the Porsche 911. A small but strong device drives the back rotations and a battery-powered electric motor propels the figurehead rotations. Either or both can be used, depending on what the driver requires the car to do. The intense moves of the i8 face a few more choices than in conventionally powered athletics coupes. The i8 can be powered by electricity alone through its figurehead rotations, or it can run as a hybrid, utilizing both powertrains, with the car balancing between them for maximum effectiveness. Then there's the sport mode, which imparts high-performance all-wheel drive. Each of the three hires a great deal of software that incessantly conforms its operations to preserve all the bits operating harmoniously and efficiently. It very well could be a recipe for sports cars of the future, and we're giving it an 8 out of 10 for a good powertrain, transmitting, and handling. At the back, the rotations are powered by a 228 horsepower turbocharged 1.5-liter 3-cylinder device, put forward by 236 pounds-feet of torque through a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Up front, a large 96 kilowatt 129 HP electric motor sits between the rotations, powering them through a 2-speed transmitting. Its energy is supplied by a lithium-ion battery battalion with around 5 kWh of usable capacity that's attached in the passageway between the front passengers. BMW repeats a total capability rating of 357 horsepower when both powertrains are flowing at maximum output, giving a 0 to 60 mph period of simply 4.2 seconds. To drive utilizing exclusively battery energy, the Maxi mode giving keeps the i8 guiding electrically up to Pike's rushes of 75 mph. Drivers will learn that hard acceleration past the potent pedal that then switches on the engine, primarily to provide full power in emergency situations. If that happens, the driver must reselect Maxi mode to resume all electric function. Regenerative braking is stronger in E mode than in hybrid mode, but moves will immediately acclimatize to coasting down nearly to a stop before braking. Once battery energy is expended after 15 miles, Maxi mode switches off and the car defaults to comfort mode, which intends it controls like a conventional hybrid. It starts under electric power, and then switches on the engine when more oomph is necessary. It can intensify as high-pitched as 40 mph before the engine kickings in, is dependent on quantity, but comfort mode doesn't recharge the battery to anything near its full capacity. Selecting sport mode at any time imparts the car maximum accomplishment utilizing both powertrains. The i8's electric motor switches on along with the boost seat in the tachometer to give the car acceleration from 0 to 60 mph in simply 4.2 seconds. Notably, sport mode also uses device overrun and regenerative braking to recharge the battery well above the negligible hybrid levels in comfort mode. That allows the i8 to give maintained full electric power for maximum thrust, engaged by pulling the transformation bar to the left. Sport mode changes the car's personality instantly. The organ faces take on a scarlet glow, a tachometer changes the capability rhythm, and the powertrain response immediately becomes far more aggressive, above 75 mph in this mode. The 2-speed transmitting connected to electric motor shiftings into the higher of its gears to provide torque right up to the car's top speed around 135 mph. Possibly higher. It's the mode that lets the i8 approach the performance its body appears promise. Still, it's no Audi R8 or Porsche 911, especially at higher speeds. Driven aggressively, the i8 contained its own on the twisting canyon roads above Los Angeles, though a skillfully driven Lamborghini, McLaren, or high-end Porsche would still immediately leave it in the junk. In sport mode, the RAS continued compliant enough that there was just a tracing of wobbling if pavement inconsistencies appeared on hard corners. BMW has done a good job with the viciously involved programming task of managing all the potential combinations of driving problems, capability requirement, braking, sensor inputs, and the rest. It may be shuffling capability being around the chassis, but the i8 equips agreeably neutral cover. The electric power steer is accurate, and there's decent simulated feedback through the wheel. A driver who are knowledgeable about the car's different personalities can effectively use them to balance off sportiness and energy efficiency. On shorter errands around township, it's a gentle, calm, smooth electric car that effortlessly continues up with most congestion. On most varied or longer errands, it's a seamless hybrid that should deliver good gasoline effectiveness. When good roads with little congestion avail themselves, the i8 can become a little faster sports car. The BMW i8 isn't straight-across challenger for most of the cars in its cost range, which is exactly the detail, since it's not trying to be. Whether its dark green credentials really substance in selling more i8s is open to debate. We believe its striking examines might sell every one of the few thousand i8s BMW will build per year, even if it moved on coal.